Hello, my name is Nicholas, and today we're going to be talking about paranoia. Imagine where almost every day you feel as if you can't trust anyone, or you even can't even trust yourself. You tend to always look over your shoulder and feel as if you're in danger. Sounds horrible, doesn't it? Many, including myself, experience this, whether it be your mental stability in question or affecting your daily social life, and around 4.5% of people in America have paranoid personality disorder, with up to 14 million in the US having it. Today we'll be learning about paranoia. We'll be discussing what it is, its effects, and how you can treat it. First, let's talk about what paranoia is. Paranoia personality disorder involves your distrust in many people, seeing them as suspicious with no motives at all. To feel as if you can never share information about yourself, you can never believe what anyone says and see it in a negative way. Paranoia can also make you hold grudges, only see the negatives of what people tell you and see negatives in people, and just it's with no motive at all. For example, someone could be telling you something that's not criticizing and you still feel as if it is, and you see the bad in it only. Paranoia can originate from trauma like bullying and victimization. Stress from your personal life can also affect you. Genetics can majorly play a role, and the environment like being isolated, growing up, or at the current moment of your life. Bullying, for example, can play a huge role in paranoia because again you lose trust in people and start to question others and avoid them. And now that we explored what paranoia is, the definition of it, there are two effects of paranoia, which is your mental and your social. And for that, it's very major because it can cause major anxiety, depression, just constantly thinking about either others, how they think about you, what you think about yourself, playing yourself down a lot, seeing the negatives and what people might think about you. Always feel like people are attacking you, and you feel so isolated and detached from everyone. It can create a depression or other mental illnesses in a way, and it may always feel like to be hostile even though there's no hostility around them, constantly feeling mistrust, misunderstood, and so confused on who they can feel comfortable with. And also relationships can be affected as well, and interactions with friends or family can be difficult with constant mistrust, hostility, and unable to be close to them personally. A good example of this is if a friend or family member, even yourself, struggles to have a close relationship with anyone else, feeling as if they could use any personal closeness or information in a negative way on you or lower your trust in them. It's a major thing and it will affect you dearly. Now that we've discussed its major effects, let's explore how we can treat it. There are many good ways on how to treat your paranoia, and habits like going outside, let's say doing a sport, it gets your mind off everything. You don't have to always think about the negatives in everything. You tend to build habits, get things off your mind, stay busy. Just that's the main thing. Just stay busy, build yourself, relax your mind, reach out for support like therapy. You can talk about what's going on, how you feel, what's making you feel this way, why you're thinking this way. Talk to your friends. Talk to certain friends that you know you can really trust, that you feel like you don't have no mistrust. Even if you have a very little mistrust, talk to them. They will try to help you and make you feel like they understand you. Talk to your friends, talk to family that you're close with, talk to certain family members that you're really close with. Express those thoughts in your head about everything you have, you know? Express your thoughts. In therapy, you can express like how you feel, really say whatever it makes you feel paranoid. Telling your friends or family can also be a sign of relief. They possibly can understand you. like really understand you and not feel so isolated. And also try to understand it, try to cope with it. Ask yourself questions, constantly ask yourself questions, and constantly try to answer those questions. Why do I feel this way towards this person? Why do I think of the negative of that person? Why do I think so negative about myself? Why do I think this way? Why this? Why that? Ask the whys. Why do you question yourself? Always, and even you can even write your thoughts out. You can write your thoughts out like a diary or a journal, whatever you may call it. You can write them out. You can say your feelings on there. Maybe one day you can have someone read them and they'll see if they can understand you, or maybe they will understand you. And just make sure not to fully stress yourself with those questions, and of course, limit them. And always each day have a different question for yourself, or each week have a different question yourself just to answer and finally cope with it, to feel less stressed about that certain thing. And always never feel as if someone isn't listening, because if you feel that way truly, then resort to writing about it, and really it will help you. Me personally, I love to write in my journal or diary or however way I'm able to write how I feel. And in many ways, it has made me more creative in how, let's say, I can write things on how I feel. Let's say I want to write a poem on about how I feel. I want to write a song about how I feel. I want to write an essay on how I feel, a paragraph of my day on how I'm coping, or how, let's say I have a question. I can list the questions on, let's say, a tier list on what greatest question to lowest question. I can answer those by simply just writing it out, and then under it or the next page over answer each question, and just constantly question your thoughts. Create the truth to what it is, and don't lie to yourself, and don't constantly see everything in a negative sense. You know? And to come to the conclusion, today we learned about paranoia. We talked about what paranoia is, how it affects us, and how to treat it. 4.4% of American citizens have paranoia. I mean, 4.5, of course. Sorry for that. 4.5% of American citizens have paranoia. And when I always had these negative thoughts and mistrust towards people, I never understood it. But really looking into paranoia now, I know I should have a long time ago really tried to understand it, and why I feel this way to many. Why I always felt isolated. Mentally and socially, there are always questions. It just takes realization and great understanding. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.